Hello guys, SFRTA here. My friend Amtrak Fanatic, or I should say my bro Amtrak Fanatic, is doing a little drumming in the background, so I'll turn it down a bit. But I was working on a video today that's going to be going up on Team Amtrak. It's about it's not about anything. Me and the guys, a few of the guys at the South Florida division, made some videos last night. A lot of video clips at the Railroad Club, and I pieced them all together to make one mini movie on YouTube. It's about a 30-minute video, but it's like a mini movie. It has a lot of stuff in there of the trains moving. It's actually a really good video, so when you get a chance, check it out. It should be up on YouTube hopefully by tonight, but it might be a little longer than that. It might be, the latest it'll be up is tomorrow morning, but it will be up. What I'm here to talk to you about today is, and High Speed Rail America Club did a video about All Aboard Florida, which, for the record, I do support All Aboard Florida. I'm going to tell you why. Because All Aboard Florida will provide extra motive, or will provide an extra mode of transportation in this region of, in the South Florida region. It will not serve the Treasure Coast, but that doesn't, just because they didn't say it would serve the Treasure Coast. They didn't say whether it would serve it or not. They just didn't say anything. Doesn't mean it won't serve the Treasure Coast. That's number one. A lot of people are complaining in the Treasure Coast that it's going to hold up car traffic. All Aboard Florida is going to hold up car traffic and boat traffic. Not the case. All Aboard Florida will have trains going up to 90 miles an hour. Through the bridge they're talking about in Tequesta, I'm very aware of that bridge. They'll be going 90 miles an hour through that bridge after they do the upgrades that they need to do to the bridge and everything. They're going to be upgrading the track, the whole entire line, to accommodate the extra passenger traffic. People are saying, well, it's going to provide more freight traffic. More freight trains are going to go on the line. The current infrastructure allows for 24 trains, according to Brick Builder 711, who rail fans FEC all the time. They only run 8 trains at this time, according to Brick Builder 711. I believe him because I've seen his videos. He rail fans FEC all the time. So I have no reason to question him on it, because he has rail fanned FEC all the time. They run 8 trains a day. They do not run any more than 8 at this time. They can potentially run up to 24 with the current infrastructure. They can run up to 24 trains. They don't, because the current demand doesn't allow for it. So this thing that all aboard Florida is going to make trains magically appear, freight trains appear out of thin air, is false. They can do that right now if they wanted, without your permission, without anybody giving notice to anybody. They can do it right now. They just don't because the current demand doesn't call for it. So they don't run any more than 8 trains a day. Potentially, with the infrastructure now, they can run up to 24, as I said just now. All Aboard Florida is going to be the passenger division of FEC. All they're going to do is bring extra passenger trains on the FEC line. These trains will be going 90 miles an hour. Now, because of the Panama dredging, they're going to be running super tankers through the Panama Canal. There might be more freight traffic because of that, not because of All Aboard Florida. But that's the thing. FEC was planning on more freight traffic well before All Aboard Florida came along. They were only planning for it because of the extra demand that there might be because of the Panama Canal. Whether or not that will come to fruition, we don't really know for sure. It might, and it might not. We can't really tell because we just don't know for sure. But it's not because of All Aboard Florida, it's because of demand. You know, supply and demand, you know, basic economics. Well, there's probably going to be more demand for freight transportation because there will be more containers going through the port of Miami. So they have to move it out somehow. Those freight trains, and Amtrak Fanatics said this, those freight trains are keeping more trucks off the road, holding you up in traffic by having those freight trains running. You didn't think of that, did you? Yes. Freight trains actually take the cars or the trucks off the road. And that's a fact. That's what freight trains do. They help keep the trucks off the road by providing an extra means for Okay. Yeah, but they provide an extra means for transportation. So, guys, as you guys know, Amtrak Fanatic here. He's with me on Skype. So, Amtrak Fanatic, I'm doing this video. You know how...
Was I drumming during the video?
No, I had the speakers down. You were fine. No, it was fine. You said before that by the freight trains running, they keep trucks off the road.
Two things. One, if there were no freight trains, there would be 300 more trucks on the road. Without freight trains, that's the most efficient and the most, it's the most efficient way to move freight. In my opinion, it's one of the most safest ways to travel. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the plane crash the plane that disappeared in the ocean. Well, you can find a train derailment.
Yeah.
I mean, if your car was as efficient as a freight engine, you can get from Miami to Seattle on one tank of gas. That means you don't have to stop anywhere for gas in between Miami and Seattle. That's how efficient a freight locomotive is. And I don't know if you noticed, but what makes a train more efficient is the wheels. The wheels and the rails are tapered. And the less surface area between the wheels and the rails means the more efficient the engine is. The surface area. This is all coming out wrong, but the surface area is between the two is no more than the surface area of a dime. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like he said, they're more fuel efficient. Freight engines burn 1 gallon of gas for every 100 miles they travel. CSX.
And I'm going to get off topic a little. Amtrak takes more passengers from Boston to Washington in 1 year than any other airline combined. And if you disagree with that, well, screw you guys. Joe Boardman said it himself, so...
Yeah. And Amtrak Fanatic would know because he's the #1 expert of Amtrak. And yeah, he is because he studies Amtrak all the time. Amtrak Fanatic knows his stuff, so he is a credible source. And I don't have to question Amtrak Fanatic because I know he knows his stuff. I've known the guy for years. And my friend Amtrak Fanatic is right. Freight engines burn. I know CSX has sported on their commercials on TV that they can burn 1 gallon of gas for every 100 miles they travel. 1 gallon of gas they burn. 100 miles they can travel on 1 gallon of gas.
So if you guys are all obsessed about, I want to save this planet, blah, 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 well, guess what? If you want to start saving this planet, start riding trains.
Yep.
And stop driving your car everywhere you go, because trains are very efficient. Diesel fuel, believe it or not, is very clean. And, it's the cleanest fuel out there that I could think of. So, yeah, when you see exhaust coming out of the engines, that's clean fuel. That's not hurting. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not as much as your freaking car or a freaking truck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just very, trains are very efficient, and I wish everybody would figure that out by now, because it's becoming, everybody's starting to panic about the Earth. Everybody that I know is starting to panic by, saying we're killing this planet and stuff like that. Well, guys, start riding freaking trains, man. I mean,
yes. Trains.
If you take the train, that's one less car on the road.
Yeah.
One less car. And think about how many people there are on this planet. Screw Japan, screw everybody else. I'm talking about the United States. Well, no, this goes for everybody else, but mainly the United States. Amtrak is a great way to travel. And screw you guys at High Speed Rail America Club for talking bad about them, because whatever you say about them is not true. Okay, you're a bunch of high schoolers trying to come up with a club that think you're going to help. Well, guess what? You're going to fail. Okay? You don't know what it's like, and you don't know what it takes to be a railroad and all the money. You want Amtrak to get better, well, talk to the government, because they get funded by the government. It's not their fault.
Yes.
It pisses me off because people think that Amtrak doesn't try hard enough. Newsflash, everybody, they try very hard. Okay, it's not their fault, it's the freaking government's fault. Yes. They need the right funding to do high-speed rail. Okay, they just bought tracks from CSX, now they run up 110 miles an hour service. Okay, they're getting new stuff. The Acela 2 is going to come out pretty soon, I think, and not soon enough, but yeah, it just pisses me off. But yeah, Amtrak is a great way to travel.
Yes.
Very good, very good. I mean, yes, they are a little high on their prices with sleeping cars and whatnot, but, well, you know what? Pretty soon those prices are going to be damn right, because with these new Viewliners coming out, they're nice rooms, and the Superliner rooms are bigger, they're nicer, they're going to renovate them, I'm pretty sure of, and, yeah, so, High Speed Rail America Club. Don't say anything, don't talk S about Amtrak anymore because, well, newsflash, Amtrak is actually a railroad.
Yes.
And if you have problems with them and the way what their rules are and crap like that, well, get a job with Amtrak and mention it to them. Maybe you can do it yourselves or whatever. Work on the cars yourselves. Get a job with them if you have such a freaking problem about it. Okay, a bunch of high schoolers talking bad about something. They have no idea what they're talking about. Okay, well, maybe you guys know what you're talking about, but you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong.
Okay. Yeah, in response...
If nobody liked Amtrak, they wouldn't have made it 43 years, 44 years, so,
yeah.
you know...
Yeah, in response to what Amtrak Fanatics said, I do agree with him, by the way.
And if you guys
Amtrak...
are pissed off about what I'm saying about right now, well, guess what? Do it to Matt... Ugh, shit.
Okay. So, yeah.
Edit that. You can edit that part out.
Okay, I will.
If you guys have such a freaking problem about what I'm saying right now, SFRT agrees with me, so you know what? Give him a freaking hard time if you're going to give me a hard time, because we are both Amtrak fanatics, me more so. No offense, SFRTA.
It's okay. Well, we all know you are the Amtrak fanatic, so...
Yes, but there are many Amtrak fanatics out there, and I would hope that you guys would agree with me. Okay, yes, High Speed Rail America Club is... Well, screw them. Okay, you guys are... Oh, my God. but no. I don't even know what to say anymore because it's just really sad.
Yes.
And if those of you who agree with me, join Team Amtrak, and you know, one day Team Amtrak may be really, really high up. We're not going to go as far as thinking that we're not going to go as far as thinking that we're going to be a railroad someday. Hell no. But we may get really high up there.
Yeah.
Might become a railroad club or something like that. I don't know. Right now it's just a group of kids on Skype and trains and YouTube having fun.
Yes, that is what Team Amtrak is about.
But you never know. And the way SFRTA and I are running this club, and I think it's come really far.
Yes, it has.
But not to get off topic, but yeah. Amtrak rocks. And if you guys disagree with me, screw you guys. Don't talk bad about them, or because I'll bet there is plenty bad about the railroad you like.
Yes.
Okay, Metrolink, disgusting trains. I mean, I like Metrolink, but they're disgusting trains. They're filthy. Metro North, no, disgusting, filthy trains inside. New Jersey Transit, yes, I like New Jersey Transit because they are clean, but you know they don't take good care of their stuff. I don't think they do. Tri-Rail is a good company. They don't take very good care of their fleet. And SFRTA will agree with me, I think.
Yeah, Tri-Rail could do a better job in cleaning and maintaining their locomotives.
Yeah,
a little better.
New Jersey coming up to that, like New Jersey Transit would beat Tri-Rail at that because they're considering the difference in population. New Jersey Transit trains are pretty clean for where we are. And the New Mexico Rail Runner, very clean, but not a lot of people live out there to dirty up the trains, I don't think. Coaster, I've never really been on it. You know, there's a bunch of them that I can't even think of. Sunrail is brand new, but I have a feeling. They already hit 3 cars.
Yeah, they're already starting 3 cars. Yeah. So Sunrail is doing good, but Tri-Rail is doing pretty good too. It's just that they could do a better job maintenance of their equipment. But overall, Tri-Rail does run a pretty good ship, though, because...
And if you guys want to come back at us saying, well, Amtrak doesn't take very good equipment, well, guess what? The P-42s have been around for, what's this year? They've been
1997.
15 years.
Yeah, 15
years, and that's a long time for an engine. Long time for an engine. Look at the AEM-7s. Look at the HHPAs. Look at the Acela. I mean, look at these things. They're awesome. Look about the Bud Grill diners. They're from the New York Central Railroad. That was over 100 years ago. Just
Yeah.
kidding, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
But
it's about 50, 60 years ago, but it was a long time ago.
yeah, that's a lot. That's old for a train, and the V-Liner 2 production status is very. The production of the V-Liner 2s is delayed by a lot, but oh my god, I mean, Amtrak is doing a great job.
They
I just want to
probably
say it one more time, because I know I'm getting annoying, but don't come back at SFRTA and I for saying all this stuff, because, we are right. Maybe not about all of it, but I think for pretty damn sure a lot of it, we are right. And you know what? Screw you guys. Keep your opinions to yourself.
Yeah. Now, back what I was saying about All Aboard Florida, they're complaining about more freight traffic coming in because of All Aboard Florida.
Sorry to interrupt, but I will be back in a little while. End the video before I'm not back if you want.
Okay.
But yes, YouTube, think about what I said about Amtrak, because we're right, you're wrong. Screw you.
Okay. But All Aboard Florida is not going to bring more freight trains. If they can bring more freight trains online right now if they want. It's just because of economics, they don't run as many freight trains now, but they might later on because of more demand, not because of All Aboard Florida. And like my friend Amtrak Fanatic, they take 300 trucks off the road with one freight train. So if they do run more freight trains, that's more trucks off the road that are not blocking you up, on the road. Instead, that freight that would have been on a truck is on a train. So you should actually be thanking the freight trains and not saying, oh, the freight train's going to hold me up. No, because that freight train's taking trucks off the roadway that are not clogging up the roadways. So think about that before you say, oh, well, you admitted that we're going to have more freight trains. Yeah, but those freight trains are keeping trucks off the roadway. But when they do All Aboard Florida, they're going to be improving the track. So the freight trains might be running a little faster than they are now. People, I know there was one guy on High Speed Rail America Club. So one of these Facebook people that came on, I don't know why they did it. But he's saying, go out and check the trains out there now. I've been out there before. I know how fast they go. I've seen them. I know how fast FEC goes. You're basing your results on current trains. The trains they're proposing are going 90 miles an hour. Not the freight trains you see now. It's not going to take them that long to go through a bridge or a crossing. The freight trains will be running a little faster than they are now because the tracks will be rebuilt and upgraded so the freight trains can run a little faster. All Aboard Florida trains are going to be going 90 miles an hour. They're not going to take that much time to go through a bridge or a crossing. That is the point that I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm pretty sure my friend Amtrak Fanatic here will agree with. A train going 90 miles an hour isn't going to hold you up. So, it's not going to hold you up if it's going 90 miles an hour because it'll take less than a minute to go through a crossing. So, explain to me how would that affect marina traffic, the marina industry, or how that would cause a big delay in traffic. The answer is it wouldn't. So these are really misconceptions and downright lies that we have to clear up, because they're just misconceptions and lies, nothing more. I don't know where you guys get your information from, but you guys need to check your facts before you go onto a YouTube channel and start debating with rail fans who've been rail fanning for years and know their stuff. We don't have to do any more study. We do not have to go out there and check the trains again. We have been doing it for years. I know how fast the freight train goes. It's not going to hold up traffic if they do this, because the tracks will be better, so the trains will be able to move faster. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, and subscribe to mine and Amtrak Fanatics YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for a video going up. The next video, or the video project that I was working on, is going on Team Amtrak, so check that out. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is SFRTA out. Hello guys, thanks for watching. This is SFRTA and
Amtrak Fanatic.
and out.